Hey, this is Edmund, and in this video I would like to briefly respond to a question that I get quite often, and also the question that I asked myself 3 years ago before I started with model videography, and that's if the models are arrogant and superficial. And of course, the nature of this question already tells you that there is no black and white answer to this. But for the sake of this video, I can only tell you a little bit of my experience, which comes from working with models and very attractive women for the last 3 years, working with them, filming them, etc. And to respond straight away to a question whether they are arrogant and superficial, well, there are some exceptions, meaning that some of them are, but it really depends on a character. It depends on who you're working with, meaning that, a person with an attitude, it doesn't have to be a model. You come across them, you come across them like every single day. And very often, if you haven't worked with models, you have this perception of who you think that a model is. But what I discovered in my work is that if you think that you only have to look attractive and have a pretty face and good genes, and that's the only condition to become successful on Instagram, absolutely not. What I discovered is that successful models are, of course, they are attractive or they have a personal, unique style. But at the end of the day, they work really hard. A photo shoot or a video shoot is also hard work, even though it looks amazing, and this whole idea of traveling the world and staying in beautiful hotels or villas, working for amazing brands, it's an attractive perception. However, at the end of the day, it's hard work, and a model who is successful is usually the one who is disciplined, who works hard, and who is also intelligent, meaning that she has a plan and she knows her direction, she knows her vision, she knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to say no, and that requires a lot of character. So one other thing that I discovered when working with models is that all of them are unique in their own way, and all of them have their own unique story. And when it comes to their stories, I'm not going to give any examples today, because that's more of a personal part. However, I found those stories very intriguing. You see that they were all shaped by what they've experienced in their past. And the reason why they're successful is because they were ambitious, and their ambitions and aspirations usually comes from their past. Very often when I'm working with a model, I try to have a meeting or a call, and just to get to know each other, just to find out why this person is motivated, why is this person so ambitious. And rest assured, very often, sometimes you will come across a model who, she's just sitting on her smartphone the whole time. There is really not too much to talk about. They may be arrogant, they may be, at the end of the day, I believe that arrogance really comes from, low self-esteem, etc., a different attitude. I came across those kind of models, but those were exceptions. And more often I work with models who are really interesting. They are interesting to work with, they are interesting to talk with, and they have amazing social skills. They know a lot about being sexy and about being seductive, and they are not afraid to use it, even only in their work, in the way they act. I find it quite fascinating. And 3 years ago, when I started doing model videos, that was one of my objections, that was one of my worries, is that I'm going to work with people who I don't like working with, meaning people who are, well, just what I mentioned, you know, arrogant and superficial. And the more I worked with models and the more different models I met with different backgrounds, the more optimistic I became about the whole thing. Because the fear that I have, the pessimistic vision that I have, didn't come to fruition. So just a quick video, just something I wanted to share. And if you think about doing, you know, like model videos or model shoots or whatever, but you think that you're going to hate it because of the people that you are working with, I hope that this video helped, and I hope that this video encouraged you. So that was it. Like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.